All right, everybody. Hello, hello. This is Albert here with Albert's List. It's our first episode, and I'm just trying to give this a try first. Got this new mic here today, so all right, everybody. Hello, hello. Wondering if you can hear me, and you heard that a little audio there, so I'm just doing my best to make sure that the noise is at a minimum. So today, we're debuting a new show. This is I guess I don't have a name for it yet. I guess I'll call it the Jobs Report. Why not? We'll call it something else maybe later on. I'm not sure. This is very, very much a an off the cuff. I'm hoping not to script it as much, just hoping to do as much talking about it as I possibly can and get through it. So yeah. Um, what's going on in the job world this week? Maybe we'll go with that. And I don't expect anyone to watch, but at least in the first part of it as we go. So, what's going on this week? We just finished our very first week of the year, first full week, Sunday to Saturday, and the what's old is new again. I would say is the first little bit of what we're thinking about as we go through 2024. And so what's old would be layoffs. 420,000 people were laid off over the past year from technology companies, banking companies, and the contagion continues as we continue to see where things go. And what does that look like exactly? It comes in the form of 700 Google layoffs. It comes in the form uh, of layoffs at Unity, 25% of the company, layoffs at Twitch, layoffs at Amazon, and the train continues. And what else is new is that, the typical expectation that you have from the executives is the same kind of stuff. So you're seeing a lot of executives talk about how they are right-sizing the company. You have layoffs due to overhiring during the pandemic and because of just overall economic uncertainty, right? So if you've been here before on any of our regular webinars outside of what we're doing here, you know that what comes out and what lies is the issue of um, the issue uh, of this continued fear of recession. So that's the first piece, right? And so the question that we keep asking is number one, when will this get better? And number two, where do we go from here? And in the quick little bit that I can offer around what that really means is that I don't think things are going to get better until interest rates go down, number one. And number two, I don't think that things will really truly improve until we're finished laying off and going into the next economic cycle. And as the economy shows, we're really getting into the late parts of it right now. There's not necessarily that quote unquote bottom that's been in. Late last week, we also saw that HP Enterprise was coming into talks to buy Juniper Networks. And so one thing that you know about everything in this realm is that nothing is that you generally have uh, a lot of mergers, acquisitions, exits as the market hits its later stage because the funding is not there and so forth. And so that's just something to think about as we go through the remainder of this first little half of the year, and then we'll get to the rest of it. And so, what's on tap now as we go into the following week, just as a brief? Number one, it being that we're heading into earnings season for Q4 2023. And so, what are we going to see from that? I think that based on where we've been, we're going to be hopefully lucky to see some good numbers, but maybe a lot of bad numbers because we had sort of that lackluster holiday season. Hiring is at its peak. Wages continue to go up, although that's starting to decelerate, and inflation remains high. And so, with banks laying off a lot, you're probably going to see some negative numbers. With retailers continuing to struggle a little bit, you'll probably see a little bit of that too. It'll be mixed. Markets will probably be whipsawing all the way through, and that, will lead to probably more uncertainty in the job market. So, we'll see how that goes and how that turns out, and it'll be really, really interesting to watch. And so with that, come join us every Sunday, maybe Monday, basically early beginning of the week to understand where we're going. This will always be recorded. And then also look forward to what we're doing as the week goes ahead, and what we're doing on Albert's List. So we got three webinars this week, one on LinkedIn on Tuesday, followed by our monthly jobs report and inflation update with Dr. Riley White on Wednesday, followed by our first mock interview of the year on Thursday with an engineering program manager. So I invite you to join all three. I'll put all of them in the comments below once this is finished going. And this is our first episode. We're testing out this mic, we're testing out a few things, and we're throwing in some value in there. So thanks for watching when you've watched, and we'll come back to this in a little bit. Thank you all. Bye.